Welcome to this essential guide on credit, specifically designed for you, our nation's veterans. If you've served this country, you understand discipline, strategy, and the importance of a solid foundation. Now it's time to apply those same principles to your financial life, starting with your credit. Many service members weren't given a detailed course on FICO scores or credit reports during their time in uniform. You were focused on the mission, on protecting our freedoms, and that's as it should be. But now, as you navigate civilian life or plan for your future, understanding and mastering your credit is not just important, it's absolutely critical for your long-term financial security and achieving your goals, especially big ones like homeownership. This guide is your new field manual for financial readiness. The path of a service member often comes with unique financial hurdles that can impact credit. Think about it. Frequent relocations, deployments that make managing finances trickier, and the significant transition back to civilian life. These aren't everyday challenges for most people. Sometimes, a missed payment can happen simply because you were serving in a remote location without easy access to your accounts. Or perhaps the focus was so intensely on your duties that personal financial planning understandably took a back seat. It's also true that the financial education provided might not have been tailored to the complexities you'd face. We understand these challenges are real, and they are not a reflection of your character or your capability. They are simply circumstances that require a targeted approach to overcome. So, why is good credit so incredibly vital once you hang up the uniform or as you plan for that day? Good credit is your key to unlocking a more secure and prosperous civilian life. It heavily influences your ability to get a mortgage for a home, often with favorable terms like the VA home loan. It affects the interest rates you'll pay on car loans, saving you significant money over time. Lenders look at your credit to decide if you're a good candidate for personal loans or business loans, should you aim to start your own venture. Increasingly, potential landlords and even some employers may review your credit history as a measure of responsibility. Essentially, a strong credit profile opens doors and makes life more affordable, giving you the freedom and choices you deserve after your service. This essay is designed to be your trusted ally in this mission. We're not here to talk down to you or use confusing jargon. We are here to provide a clear, straightforward, and actionable plan. Consider this your comprehensive briefing on how to assess your current credit situation, repair any damage, build a strong credit history, and maintain it for the future. You've faced tougher challenges, and you've overcome them with courage and strategic thinking. Managing your credit is no different. With the right information and a dedicated approach, you can take command of your financial reputation and build the future you and your family envision. Let's get you equipped for this important undertaking. This guide is more than just a collection of tips. It is a comprehensive blueprint designed for action and results. We believe in empowering you with knowledge, the kind that translates directly into tangible improvements in your financial well-being. Forget quick fixes or empty promises you might see elsewhere. True financial strength is built on a solid understanding and consistent effort, much like your military training. This essay will walk you through a proven 4-stage process: plan, fix, build, and maintain. Each stage is broken down into clear, manageable steps, ensuring you know exactly what to do and how to do it. Our goal is to demystify credit and give you the confidence to navigate the financial landscape successfully, turning aspirations like homeownership into reality. The framework we will explore, plan, fix, build, maintain, is a strategic approach to credit management. First, we will delve into the plan phase. This means understanding where you stand right now by obtaining and reviewing your credit reports from all 3 major bureaus. It involves setting clear, achievable goals for your credit score and creating a budget and tracking system. Next, we tackle the fix phase. This is where we address any existing issues head-on, such as disputing errors on your credit report, negotiating with creditors, and strategies to lower your credit utilization. Then comes the build phase. focusing on establishing positive credit habits, using credit wisely to demonstrate responsibility, and potentially adding new credit lines strategically. Finally, the maintain phase will equip you with the tools and habits to protect your hard-earned credit score for the long haul. Throughout this journey, you can expect practical, actionable advice that you can implement immediately. We will avoid overly technical language, and when specific terms are necessary, we will explain them clearly and concisely. You will learn the precise factors that make up your credit score: payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, credit mix, and new credit. Understanding these components is crucial because it shows you exactly where to focus your efforts for maximum impact. We will provide step-by-step instructions for tasks like filing a dispute with a credit bureau or calculating your credit utilization ratio. This isn't just theory, it's a hands-on guide to achieving real, measurable progress in your financial life starting today. Ultimately, the purpose of this guide is to put you firmly in control of your financial destiny. It's about moving from a position of uncertainty or frustration about credit to one of confidence and empowerment. We firmly believe that every veteran has the capability to achieve a strong credit profile, regardless of past financial missteps or challenges encountered during service. The path to good credit is not a sprint, but a marathon that requires diligence and the right strategy. With the knowledge and tools provided here, you will be well equipped to not only repair and build your credit, but also to make informed financial decisions that support your goals for years to come. Your service demonstrated your commitment and discipline. Now let's channel that into building your financial security. My name is Kris McCullough. I am a retired Marine and I now serve my community as a loan officer. My background in the military has instilled in me a profound respect for the dedication and sacrifice of our service members. I've walked in similar boots, understanding the unique pressures and transitions that come with a life of service. This isn't just a professional interest for me, it's personal. I've seen firsthand how financial stress can impact veterans and their families, and conversely, how financial stability can open up incredible opportunities, especially the dream of homeownership. My experience as a loan officer has shown me the critical role that good credit plays in achieving that dream. This is why I am so passionate about providing this information to you. My motivation for creating this guide, and indeed much of my work, stems from a genuine desire to see fellow veterans thrive. You have served our country with honor, and you deserve every opportunity to build a secure and prosperous future for yourselves and your loved ones. I believe that financial education and empowerment are key components of that success. Too often, veterans are targeted by predatory services or given generic advice that doesn't address their specific circumstances. My goal here is to cut through the noise and offer clear, honest, and effective strategies that you can trust and implement with confidence. You can rest assured that the guidance provided in this essay is based on sound financial principles and years of experience helping individuals, particularly veterans, navigate the complexities of credit and home financing. I am not here to sell you a quick fix or a costly service you don't need. My commitment is to provide you with the knowledge and tools to take control of your own credit situation. Think of me as a member of your financial fire team, providing overwatch and clear direction. Your success is the mission. This guide is straightforward, and it is designed to equip you, not to confuse you, or lead you down a path that isn't in your best interest. So, I encourage you to approach this guide with an open mind and a willingness to take action. Read through each section carefully. Take notes if that helps you. Most importantly, start implementing the strategies outlined. The journey to excellent credit is a step-by-step process, and it begins with the decision to take that first step. I understand the challenges, but I also know the incredible resilience and capability of our veterans. You have the discipline, you have the focus, and with this guide, you will have the plan. Let's embark on this mission together to build the strong financial foundation you rightfully deserve. your future self will thank you. What credit truly means is essential to grasp from the outset. It is your financial reputation, pure and simple, reflecting how reliably you have managed borrowed money in your past. This isn't directly about the size of your paycheck or the amount you have tucked away in a savings account. It's certainly not about your former military rank or your current job title either. Instead, credit speaks volumes about your trustworthiness when it comes to financial obligations and commitments. Lenders, those who might provide you with a mortgage or a car loan, view your credit as a key indicator of your character concerning debt. Think of it as being very similar to your service record, but specifically for your financial life. A documented history of promises you've kept or, unfortunately, perhaps missed. Understanding this core concept is absolutely fundamental to taking back control of your financial future. It's about proactively building a sterling reputation that actively works for you, not against you, opening doors to your goals. The critical importance of this financial reputation cannot possibly be overstated, especially as you navigate the complexities of civilian life or diligently plan your future significant goals. A strong and positive credit profile acts as your passport to achieving major financial milestones. It heavily influences your ability to secure a VA home loan, which you've earned, often ensuring you receive the best possible interest rates available. It also determines the terms you'll be offered for car loans, potentially saving you thousands of dollars over the entire life of that loan. Good credit can even impact your ability to rent an apartment or qualify for certain jobs, particularly those that require a demonstration of financial responsibility and trustworthiness. Essentially, good credit opens many doors, provides you with a wider array of options, and makes your overall financial journey significantly smoother and considerably more affordable. It is truly a powerful tool for building long-term wealth and lasting security for you and your family. This financial reputation, your credit, isn't something you're simply born with. It is built meticulously and consistently over time through your actions. Every single time you borrow money, whether it's through a loan or by using a credit card, and then proceed to make your payments, you are actively shaping this financial history. These interactions, both good and bad, are carefully recorded by specialized companies known as credit reporting agencies, or more commonly, credit bureaus. The three main credit bureaus operating in the United States are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They diligently compile your financial behavior into detailed documents called credit reports. These reports serve as the official, comprehensive record of your credit worthiness. Understanding that your financial actions are being documented should help to emphasize the profound importance of maintaining consistent, responsible financial habits in your daily life. You are, in effect, the primary author of this ongoing financial story. So how do lenders quickly and efficiently assess this detailed historical information contained within your credit report? They primarily use a credit score. A credit score is a three-digit number that effectively summarizes all the pertinent information in your credit report at a specific point in time. You can think of it as a snapshot, a current grade reflecting your financial responsibility up to that moment. While different scoring models exist in the marketplace, FICO scores are by far the most widely used by the vast majority of lenders when they make their lending decisions. This score provides them with a fast and standardized way to gauge the level of risk associated with lending money to you. A higher score generally indicates to them that you represent a lower risk, which in turn usually leads to more favorable loan terms and lower interest rates. Knowing what a credit score is and understanding that it's directly derived from your credit report is the crucial first step toward improving it and ultimately achieving your important financial objectives. Now that you understand that credit is fundamentally your financial reputation, expertly summarized by a credit score, let's break down exactly what goes into that all-important number. It's not some mysterious figure that's arbitrarily pulled from thin air by unseen forces. Lenders rely on proven, sophisticated mathematical models that carefully weigh different aspects of your credit report to calculate your score with precision. There are 5 key components, or categories of information, that determine your credit score. While all of these components are important to some degree, 2 of them carry by far the most significant weight in the calculation. Understanding these components is much like knowing the rules of engagement before a critical mission. It allows you to strategize effectively and focus your efforts where they will have the most impact. We'll begin by focusing intently on the 2 most influential factors that can truly make or break your credit score. These are undoubtedly the heavy hitters in the complex game of credit. The single most important factor influencing your credit score, without a shadow of a doubt, is your payment history. This critical component accounts for a massive 35% of your total score. This category looks at one simple thing: whether you've paid your past credit accounts on time every time. Every single on-time payment you make helps to build a positive and strong payment record. Conversely, late payments can severely damage your score, sometimes very quickly. Payments that are reported as 30, 60, or 90 days late are noted by the credit bureaus and can remain on your credit report for up to 7 years. More serious negative marks, such as accounts that have been sent to collections agencies, vehicle repossessions, home foreclosures, or personal bankruptcies, also fall under this crucial category and will have an even greater detrimental impact on your score. Consistently paying all your bills on time, every single time, is the absolute cornerstone of a strong credit score. There is simply no substitute for this financial discipline. Coming in as a very close second in terms of importance, with approximately 30% influence on your overall score, is the category of amounts owed. This is often referred to more specifically as your credit utilization ratio. This crucial factor measures how much of your available credit you're currently using, particularly on your revolving credit accounts like credit cards and lines of credit. For instance, if you have a credit card with a $10,000 limit and you are currently carrying a $3,000 balance on it, your credit utilization for that card is 30%. Lenders generally prefer to see this utilization ratio below 30% on each individual credit card, and also as an overall average across all your revolving accounts. Maintaining a high utilization can signal to lenders that you might be overextended financially, and could therefore be at a higher risk of not being able to repay any new debt you take on. Keeping your balances low relative to your credit limits clearly demonstrates responsible credit management. Together, your payment history and the amounts owed on your accounts determine roughly 65% of your entire credit score. That's nearly 2/3 of the whole calculation, a truly significant portion. This fact alone should clearly tell you where your primary focus needs to be concentrated when you are working diligently to improve or maintain your credit standing. If you can successfully master these 2 fundamental areas, by consistently paying all of your bills on time, and by diligently keeping your credit card balances low in relation to their limits, you are already well on your way to achieving a strong and favorable credit profile. These aren't just abstract numbers, they reflect positive financial habits that lead directly to greater financial stability and open up a wider range of opportunities for your future. Prioritizing these 2 vital elements is by far the most effective strategy for making significant positive changes to your credit standing and thereby securing your financial future. While your payment history and the amounts owed are unquestionably the dominant forces shaping your credit score, the remaining 3 components also play crucial and distinct roles in building a truly robust and resilient credit profile for the long term. These additional factors, collectively accounting for the remaining 35% of your score, add important depth and valuable context to your overall financial reputation. You can think of them as essential supporting elements that, when managed well and thoughtfully, can further enhance your score and clearly demonstrate a well-rounded, mature approach to managing credit. Ignoring these factors would be akin to having a strong offense in a game but a noticeably weak defense. For ultimate success, you truly need a comprehensive and balanced strategy. Let's now explore these 3 important supporting factors in more detail: length of credit history, your credit mix, and the impact of new credit applications. Length of credit history contributes about 15% to your credit score's calculation. Generally speaking, a longer credit history is better for your score, provided of course that it's a positive history filled with on-time payments and responsible usage. This factor takes into consideration several aspects: the age of your oldest credit account, the age of your newest credit account, and importantly, the average age of all your open accounts. A longer track record provides lenders with significantly more data to assess your long-term reliability as a borrower. This is precisely why it's often advised by financial experts not to unnecessarily close old credit card accounts, even if you don't use them frequently anymore, particularly if they are in good standing and do not carry an annual fee. Closing old accounts can inadvertently shorten your average credit age and potentially reduce your total available credit, which in turn could negatively impact your credit utilization ratio. Next in line is your credit mix, which accounts for approximately 10% of your credit score. Lenders generally like to see evidence that you can responsibly manage different types of credit obligations simultaneously. A healthy and diverse credit mix might include a combination of revolving credit, such as credit cards, and installment loans, where you make fixed payments over a set period. Examples of installment loans include a mortgage for a home, an auto loan for a vehicle, or even student loans. Having a variety of these accounts, all maintained in good standing, can indicate to potential lenders that you are a versatile and experienced borrower, capable of handling various financial responsibilities. However, it is crucial to understand that this doesn't mean you should impulsively rush out and open numerous new accounts just for the sake of improving your credit mix. The benefit from mix alone is usually modest, and opening new credit primarily for this reason can sometimes backfire if not managed with extreme care and foresight. Finally, the category of new credit also makes up about 10% of your overall score. This particular factor looks at how many new credit accounts you've recently opened and, significantly, how many hard inquiries appear on your credit report. Opening several new credit accounts within a short time frame can be perceived by lenders as a sign of increased financial risk, as it might suggest to them that you are experiencing financial distress or perhaps an inability to effectively manage your existing debt obligations. Each time you formally apply for new credit, such as a loan or credit card, the lender will typically pull your credit report, an action which usually results in what's known as a hard inquiry. These hard inquiries can slightly lower your score for a short period. Therefore, it's generally wise to apply for new credit sparingly and only when you genuinely need it for a specific purpose. Understanding these 5 components in detail empowers you to build and maintain the strong credit you truly deserve after your dedicated service. Before you can launch any successful operation, you must first understand the terrain and gather comprehensive intelligence. In the mission of credit repair, this critical first step involves obtaining your credit reports from all 3 major credit reporting agencies: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Think of these reports as your detailed reconnaissance data, providing a full picture of your financial standing. Merely knowing a single credit score, or looking at a report from only one bureau, is insufficient. It's like trying to navigate a complex area with only a partial map. To truly take command of your credit situation and plan an effective repair strategy, you need the complete intelligence dossier. This initial gathering of information is non-negotiable for success. It lays the groundwork for every subsequent action you will take in this important financial campaign. Fortunately, federal law empowers you to access this vital information without cost. You are entitled to 1 free credit report from each of the 3 major bureaus every 12 months through the official website, annualcreditreport.com. It is absolutely crucial that you use this specific, government-mandated site. Be wary of other websites that may try to mimic the official one, or attempt to sell you your credit report when you can, and should, obtain it for free. Accessing your reports is your right, not a privilege, ensuring you have the necessary tools to monitor your financial health. This process is straightforward and can be done online, providing you with immediate access to the information you need to begin your assessment and planning phases. Remember, knowledge is power, and these reports are your primary source of that power. Obtaining reports from all three bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, is not redundant. It's a strategic necessity. While these agencies collect similar types of information, they are separate entities, and not all lenders report to all three. Consequently, the information on your report from one bureau might differ, sometimes significantly, from the information on your reports from the other two. One report might contain an error that the others do not, or an old debt might still be listed on one while correctly removed from another. If you only review one report, you might miss critical inaccuracies or negative items that are actively harming your score when a lender pulls a different bureau's file. To ensure a thorough and effective repair plan, you must meticulously review and compare all three, treating each as a unique intelligence source. Once you receive your credit reports, you might initially feel a bit overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information presented. These documents can be lengthy and detailed, listing account histories, payment records, inquiries, and personal data. Don't let this deter you. Approach the review process methodically, just as you would a complex briefing. We will break down how to analyze these reports in the next section. For now, the key is to have them in hand. This step is about arming yourself with the raw data. Remember, many veterans have successfully navigated this process before you, and with a calm, systematic approach, you can too. This is the very first victory in your credit repair mission, securing the necessary intelligence to plan your next moves effectively and confidently. Section 2. Deciphering the intel. Analyzing your credit reports for key information. With your credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion secured, your next mission is to meticulously analyze this intelligence. This is where you identify the specific issues that need addressing. Begin your review by carefully examining your personal information section on each report. Check your name, any variations or aliases, current and previous addresses, social security number, and date of birth for complete accuracy. Even a seemingly minor error in your personal data can sometimes cause confusion, potentially linking your file with someone else's information, or making it harder for creditors to identify you correctly. Ensuring this foundational information is correct across all three reports is a crucial first step in clearing the battlefield of any initial, easily rectifiable discrepancies before you move on to more complex account details. After confirming your personal information, your focus should shift to identifying any negative items that are actively weighing down your credit score. These are the enemy's strongholds that need to be targeted. Look for any reported late payments, noting their frequency and how recently they occurred, as newer and more severe delinquencies typically have a greater negative impact. Identify any accounts that have been sent to collections, charged off by the original creditor, or subjected to legal judgments or liens. If you have a bankruptcy on your record, note the date and type. Understanding the nature and extent of these negative entries is critical because these are the items that will likely require the most attention and strategic action during the fix phase of your credit repair journey. This detailed reconnaissance will inform your subsequent plan of attack. Beyond overtly negative items, scrutinize the details of every account listed. Are there any accounts reported that you do not recognize at all? These could be signs of identity theft or serious reporting errors. Check for duplicate accounts where the same debt is listed more than once, effectively doubling its negative impact if it's a derogatory item. Verify the account balances reported. Do they match your own records? Are there accounts listed as open that you know you closed, or vice versa? Even seemingly small inaccuracies in account status, payment history, or balance can negatively influence your creditworthiness. Document every suspected error or questionable item meticulously, as this documentation will be vital when you move to dispute inaccuracies with the credit bureaus. Finally, while you are searching for errors and negative information, also take note of the positive aspects of your credit reports. Identify accounts that are in good standing, those with a long history of on-time payments, and any credit cards with low balances and significant available credit. Understanding your financial strengths is just as important as identifying weaknesses. These positive accounts are your assets in this campaign, contributing to the healthy aspects of your credit profile. Recognizing them helps you build a balanced view of your situation and reinforces what you are doing right. This comprehensive analysis, identifying both the good and the bad, provides you with the complete intelligence picture needed to formulate a precise and effective credit repair strategy. Section 3. Setting your strategic objectives. Defining your credit score goals. Once you have thoroughly analyzed your credit reports and identified the key areas needing attention, the next crucial step in your planning phase is to set clear and strategic objectives for your credit score. Simply saying, "I want a better credit score," is not a specific enough mission. Your goals need to be directly linked to your larger life objectives, particularly those significant financial milestones that good credit can help you achieve. For many veterans, the primary motivation is qualifying for a VA home loan to purchase a home for their family. For others, it might be securing a lower interest rate on an auto loan, reducing insurance premiums, or even positioning themselves for future entrepreneurial endeavors. Connecting your credit improvement efforts to these tangible, meaningful outcomes will provide sustained motivation throughout the repair process. Understanding the specific credit score ranges required for your goals is paramount. Lenders use credit scores to determine not only your eligibility for a loan, but also the interest rates and terms they will offer. For VA home loans, for example, while the VA itself doesn't set a minimum score, most lenders will have their own internal requirements, often starting around a 620 or 640 FICO score. However, to secure more favorable terms and lower interest rates, aiming for a score of 680, 720, or even higher is advisable. Even a seemingly small increase in your score can translate into thousands of dollars saved over the life of a mortgage or other loan. Research the typical score requirements for your specific objectives. This knowledge will help you set realistic and impactful targets for your credit repair mission. To make your credit score goals effective, they should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of a vague aspiration, define a precise target. For example, a SMART goal might be, increase my FICO score 8 from 580 to 640 within the next 120 days by disputing identified errors and reducing my credit card utilization to below 30%. This type of goal is specific, increase score by 60 points to 640, measurable, the FICO score itself, achievable with focused effort, relevant to qualifying for a VA loan, for instance, and time-bound within 120 days. Setting such clear objectives transforms your credit repair journey from a hopeful wish into a structured mission with a defined endpoint and measurable progress points along the way. The act of setting and actively tracking these goals provides significant psychological benefits. The journey of credit repair can sometimes feel long and challenging, but breaking it down into smaller, achievable milestones creates a clear path forward and offers regular opportunities to celebrate progress. Each successfully disputed error that gets removed, each point your score increases, serves as a small victory, reinforcing your efforts and building momentum. This structured approach, much like a phased military operation, allows you to maintain focus and morale. Remember, this is a winnable fight. By setting clear strategic objectives based on your financial aspirations, you are taking decisive command of your credit future and empowering yourself to achieve the financial security you deserve. Section 4. Developing your plan of attack. Budgeting and prioritization strategies. With your credit reports analyzed and your score goals defined, it's time to develop your comprehensive plan of attack. The absolute bedrock of any successful financial plan, especially one involving debt management and credit repair, is a meticulously crafted budget. You simply cannot effectively manage your debts or free up funds to address credit issues if you don't have a clear understanding of your monthly income and expenses. Think of your budget as the logistical backbone of your entire credit repair operation. It ensures your resources are allocated efficiently to support your strategic objectives. Creating a detailed budget will illuminate where your money is currently going, identify potential areas for savings, and help you direct funds towards your most pressing credit repair tasks, such as paying down high-interest debt. Once your budget is in place, creating a dedicated tracker for all your debts is the next essential step. This tracker should be a comprehensive list, including each creditor's name, the total outstanding balance, the minimum monthly payment required, the exact due date for each payment, and very importantly, the interest rate being charged on each debt. This detailed inventory provides a clear overview of your entire debt landscape, much like a map of the battlefield showing all enemy positions. Having this information consolidated in one place helps you to visualize your obligations, manage your cash flow effectively to ensure all payments are made on time, and make informed decisions about which debts to prioritize for accelerated repayment. This systematic approach is key to avoiding missed payments, which, as you know, can severely damage your payment history. With a clear budget and a comprehensive debt tracker, you can now strategically prioritize which credit issues to address first for maximum impact. Generally, your primary focus should be on the items that are causing the most significant damage to your credit score. This typically includes disputing any identified errors on your credit reports, as removing inaccuracies can sometimes lead to quick improvements. Simultaneously, concentrate on paying down credit card balances that have high credit utilization ratios. Aim to get each card below 30% utilization, and ideally, even lower. Addressing recent late payments by getting current and staying current is also paramount. For older collection accounts, you'll need a specific strategy for negotiation or settlement, which we will cover in a later section. This triage approach ensures your efforts are directed where they will yield the most significant positive results. Finally, it is crucial to understand that credit repair is rarely an overnight fix. It requires unwavering consistency and a healthy dose of patience. This is not a short skirmish, but rather a sustained campaign. Your meticulously developed plan, grounded in a solid budget and clear prioritization, will serve as your roadmap. Stick to your plan, make your payments on time, every time, and regularly monitor your progress. There will be challenges and results may take time to materialize, but disciplined execution of your strategy will lead to improvements. Remember the resources I've mentioned, like the DIY credit support tool linked in the description of many of my videos, can provide valuable guidance and streamline some of these processes. Your commitment to this plan is your commitment to a stronger financial future. Initiating the counteroffensive disputing errors on your credit reports. The implement phase of your credit repair mission begins with a direct assault on inaccuracies. Your credit reports are not infallible documents. Errors can and do occur. These mistakes can unfairly drag down your credit score, costing you money and opportunities. Common errors include misspelled names or incorrect addresses. More serious issues involve accounts that don't belong to you, perhaps due to a mixed file with someone of a similar name. You might find incorrectly reported late payments or accounts inaccurately listed as open, closed, or delinquent. Outdated information, like a debt that should have aged off, can also persist. Identifying and eliminating these errors is your first tactical objective in actively fixing what is broken on your reports. This step is crucial for a fair assessment of your creditworthiness. The process for disputing these errors is clearly defined under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. You have the right to challenge any information you believe is inaccurate or incomplete. You can submit disputes directly to the credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion online through their respective websites or via certified mail. Sending disputes by certified mail with a return receipt requested is often recommended. This provides you with a documented trail of your communication. Your dispute letter should clearly identify each item you are challenging, explain precisely why you believe it is incorrect, and explicitly request its removal or correction. Always include copies, never originals, of any supporting documentation you have, such as payment records, letters from creditors, or identity theft reports. Once a credit bureau receives your dispute, they are generally required to investigate your claim within 30 to 45 days. They will contact the source of the information, known as the furnisher, typically the creditor or collection agency, to verify the accuracy of the disputed item. The furnisher then has an obligation to investigate and report back to the credit bureau. This investigation must be reasonable and thorough. During this period, it's important to remain patient but also keep track of the timeline. The FCRA provides you with powerful rights, and the bureaus must adhere to these legal obligations. Understanding this process empowers you to hold them accountable for ensuring the accuracy of your financial record. After the investigation is complete, the credit bureau must inform you of the results in writing. If the disputed information is found to be inaccurate or can no longer be verified, it must be corrected or deleted from your report. If the item is verified as accurate by the furnisher, it will remain on your report. Should this happen and you still disagree, you have the right to add a 100-word statement to your file explaining your side of the dispute. Carefully review the outcome of each dispute. Keep meticulous records of all correspondence. Sometimes an item removed from one bureau's report may require a separate dispute with the others. Diligence here is key to a cleaner, more accurate credit profile. Securing your financial perimeter. Mastering credit utilization. After tackling outright errors, your next strategic move is to address your credit utilization ratio, or CUR. This ratio represents the amount of revolving credit you are currently using compared to your total available revolving credit. For example, if you have a single credit card with a $1,000 limit and a $500 balance, your CUR for that card is 50%. As we discussed earlier, this factor accounts for a significant 30% of your credit score. Lenders scrutinize your CUR very closely because it provides them with insight into how reliant you are on borrowed money. A high utilization can be a red flag, suggesting to them that you might be overextended and potentially a higher risk for future borrowing. Effectively managing this ratio is essential for building a strong score. Financial experts generally recommend keeping your credit utilization ratio below 30% on each individual credit card, and also for your overall revolving credit. However, to truly optimize your score, aiming for a CUR below 10% is even better. The lower your utilization, the more favorably lenders will view your credit management skills. High balances signal to creditors that you might be facing financial strain, even if you are making all your payments on time. Think of it from their perspective. Someone using 90% of their available credit appears much riskier than someone using only 10%. Reducing your CUR can often lead to a relatively quick and noticeable improvement in your credit scores, making it a high-impact area to focus your efforts. The most direct way to lower your credit utilization is by strategically paying down your existing credit card balances. Focus on the cards with the highest utilization first, as this will have the most immediate positive impact. You might consider using debt repayment strategies like the debt avalanche method, paying off highest interest rate cards first, or the debt snowball method, paying off smallest balances first for psychological wins to accelerate your progress. Every dollar you apply to reduce your principal balance on a revolving account not only saves you interest, but also improves this crucial credit scoring factor. Make this a priority in your budget. Even small, consistent extra payments can make a big difference over time in reducing your overall utilization. Beyond aggressively paying down balances, there are a couple of other tactics you can consider, though they require careful execution. One option is to request a credit limit increase on your existing credit cards. If approved, this immediately lowers your utilization ratio, assuming your balance remains the same. However, only request an increase if you are confident you will not use it to accumulate more debt. Also, be aware that some issuers may perform a hard credit inquiry for such requests. Another subtle tactic is to make payments before your credit card statement closing date. Most card issuers report your balance to the credit bureaus once a month, usually on or around your statement closing date. By paying down the balance before this date, you can ensure a lower utilization is reported. The unwavering discipline. Ensuring consistent on-time payments. Your payment history is the most influential factor in your credit score, making up 35% of its calculation. A single late payment can drop your score by 80 to 100 points. Set up automatic payments for at least the minimum amount due on all your credit accounts. Use calendar reminders a few days before each due date. Integrate payment dates into your monthly budget. Creditors typically report a payment as late only if it is 30 days past due. Late payments can remain on your credit report for up to 7 years. Focus on establishing a perfect payment record moving forward. Every new on-time payment helps offset past delinquencies. Section 4. Strategic negotiations. Engaging creditors and collectors. Negotiation can lead to favorable outcomes like settling a debt for less or arranging a manageable payment plan. Understand your rights under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Know the details of the debt, the original creditor, the amount owed and its age. Offer a lump sum settlement for less than the full balance. Insist on getting the terms in writing before making any payment. Request debt validation from collection agencies. Send a written letter, certified mail, return receipt requested, within 30 days of their initial contact. If the debt is validated, proceed with negotiation strategies. Keep detailed records of all interactions. Section 5. Advanced tactics. Goodwill adjustments and prudent professional support. Request a goodwill adjustment for an isolated late payment. Write a polite, well-crafted letter to the creditor. Take full responsibility for the past mistake and explain extenuating circumstances. Highlight your long-standing relationship with the creditor. If your credit situation is complex, consider seeking professional assistance. Choose reputable sources like nonprofit credit counseling agencies. Be wary of credit repair companies that promise to erase bad credit overnight. Look for organizations accredited by the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. Use DIY credit support tools for structure and guidance. Section 1. The Art of Active Credit Management. Building positive momentum. Transition into the operate phase to maintain a disciplined system for managing your credit. Use your credit cards regularly for small, manageable purchases. Pay off balances promptly and in full. Pay off balances weekly or before the statement closing date. Avoid accruing interest charges by paying balances quickly. Think of operating your credit profile like maintaining peak physical fitness. Each on-time payment and low credit utilization builds financial strength. This consistent approach will transform your credit score and financial health. Build strong financial muscle memory for positive actions. Section 2. Preserving your foundation. The strategic value of credit history. The length of your credit history accounts for 15% of your score. Older accounts with a consistent history of on-time payments are valuable. Do not close old credit card accounts unless they have an annual fee. Closing an old account can reduce the average age of your accounts. It can also decrease your total available credit. increasing your credit utilization ratio. Keep old accounts open and use them for small purchases every few months. Contact the card issuer to downgrade to a no annual fee version if necessary. Preserving established credit lines is crucial for sophisticated credit management. This long-term strategy supports a robust and resilient credit profile. Section 3. Building strength and diversity, expanding your credit footprint wisely. For some veterans, particularly those younger or newer to credit, a significant challenge might be a thin credit file. This means you have too few credit accounts or too short a credit history for scoring models to generate a robust credit score. If this describes your situation after the fix phase, or if you are starting from scratch, the operate phase will also involve strategically and cautiously building out your credit profile. Simply having very few accounts can make it difficult for lenders to assess your risk, even if you have no negative information reported. Therefore, part of operating a healthy credit profile can involve thoughtfully adding new, appropriate credit lines over time to demonstrate your ability to manage various forms of financial obligations responsibly. If you have a thin credit history or are in the process of rebuilding severely damaged credit, opening a secured credit card can be an excellent first step. A secured card requires you to provide a cash deposit to the card issuer, and this deposit typically becomes your credit limit. For example, a $300 deposit would give you a $300 credit limit. Because the card is secured by your deposit, it presents less risk to the lender, making it easier to qualify for. Use this card for small regular purchases and, crucially, pay the balance in full and on time every month. Most secured card issuers report your payment activity to the major credit bureaus, allowing you to build a positive credit history. After a period of responsible use, typically 6 to 12 months, many issuers will review your account and may graduate you to an unsecured card, often refunding your initial deposit. Another effective tool for building credit, especially if you have a thin file, is a credit builder loan. These are small installment loans designed specifically to help individuals establish or improve their credit history. With a credit builder loan, the financial institution deposits the loan amount into a locked savings account or a certificate of deposit, CD, that you cannot access until the loan is fully repaid. You then make regular monthly payments on the loan, which are reported to the credit bureaus. Once you have made all the payments, the funds in the savings account, plus any interest earned minus fees, are released to you. This demonstrates your ability to consistently manage installment loan payments, adding positive payment history to your credit report and helping to diversify your credit mix. Finally, as you build or rebuild, aim for a healthy diversity in your credit accounts over time. Lenders like to see that you can responsibly manage different types of credit. While you should never take on debt unnecessarily, a good long-term goal is to have a mix of revolving credit, like credit cards, and installment loans, like an auto loan or eventually a mortgage. A solid start for many is having at least one active credit card that is managed well, and perhaps one small installment loan. This diversification, which contributes to the credit mix portion of your score, around 10%, shows lenders that you are a versatile borrower. Remember, the key is to add new credit strategically and slowly, always ensuring you can manage the payments comfortably within your budget and maintain the disciplined habits you've established. Section 1. Continuous Overwatch. The necessity of regular credit monitoring. You've successfully navigated the challenging terrain of credit repair and built a stronger profile. This is a significant achievement, a victory hard-won through discipline and strategic action. However, the mission of maintaining good credit is not a fire-and-forget operation. It demands ongoing vigilance, much like the continuous upkeep required for essential military equipment. Your financial health, symbolized by your credit score, requires regular checks and proactive care. This ensures it remains in peak condition, ready to support your future goals. Think of this stage as establishing a permanent watchtower, ever alert to changes in your financial landscape. Your commitment here protects the progress you've made. So, how often should you exercise this vigilance over your credit reports? Financial experts generally recommend reviewing your full credit reports from all three major bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, at least once every year. You can access these for free at annualcreditreport.com. However, for active maintenance, especially after a period of repair, checking your credit more frequently, perhaps monthly, is a wise strategy. Even with a good score, new errors can appear. Unauthorized accounts or inquiries might surface, signaling potential identity theft. Early detection of such issues is absolutely critical to minimizing any potential damage. This regular reconnaissance ensures your financial perimeter remains secure and accurate. Beyond manually pulling your full reports, consider leveraging credit monitoring services or alerts. Many credit card companies and banks now offer free access to your credit score, often from one bureau, updated monthly. Some also provide alerts for significant changes to your credit file. These alerts can notify you of new accounts opened in your name, sudden drops in your score, large balance changes, or new hard inquiries appearing on your report. These timely notifications act as an early warning system. They allow you to react swiftly if something unexpected or suspicious occurs. This proactive system can be invaluable in spotting fraud quickly. This consistent habit of monitoring is the cornerstone of maintaining your hard-earned credit improvements. It's about staying informed and being proactive rather than reactive when it comes to your financial reputation. By regularly reviewing your credit and responding quickly to any discrepancies or suspicious activity, you safeguard your score. This vigilance ensures that your credit profile accurately reflects your responsible financial behavior. It keeps you in command of your financial narrative. Sustained effort here solidifies your financial security and keeps your options open for important life events, like securing that VA home loan or favorable financing terms. Your diligence pays dividends. Even with a strong and healthy credit score, it's vital to understand how new credit applications can affect it. Every time you formally apply for most types of credit, like a new credit card or a loan, the lender will conduct a hard inquiry on your credit report. While a single hard inquiry typically has only a small temporary impact on your score, multiple hard inquiries within a short period can signal increased risk to lenders. This can lead to a noticeable dip in your score. Therefore, it's crucial to be strategic and purposeful whenever you consider applying for new credit. Avoid accumulating inquiries without a clear and necessary financial reason. Your score is an asset. Guard it carefully. Be particularly wary of those tempting "save 15% today" offers when opening a store credit card at the checkout counter. While the immediate discount might seem appealing, these impulse applications can lead to unnecessary hard inquiries. Each one chips away slightly at your score. If you apply for several such offers over a few months, the cumulative effect can become significant. It can make lenders wonder if you are suddenly desperate for credit. Before applying for any new credit, always ask yourself if the long-term potential impact on your score is worth the short-term benefit. A disciplined approach to new credit helps maintain the stability of your financial standing. This doesn't mean you should never apply for new credit. There are certainly appropriate and strategic times to do so. Applying for a mortgage to buy a home, or an auto loan for essential transportation, are common examples. Perhaps you're seeking a quality rewards credit card that aligns with your spending, and you plan to use it responsibly. You might also consider refinancing existing debt to secure a lower interest rate, which can be a smart financial move. The key is that these decisions should be planned and purposeful. They should align with your broader financial goals and be undertaken with a clear understanding of your capacity to manage the new obligation responsibly. It's also important to know how to rate shop for certain types of loans without unduly harming your credit. When you are looking for a mortgage, auto loan, or student loan, credit scoring models typically recognize that you are likely comparing offers from multiple lenders. For this reason, multiple inquiries for these types of loans are often treated as a single inquiry if they occur within a limited time frame. This window usually ranges from 14 to 45 days depending on the scoring model. So, do your comparison shopping diligently within this specific period to minimize any negative impact on your score. This allows you to find the best possible terms without excessively penalizing your credit. Always confirm the type of inquiry before proceeding with any application. In today's digital world, the threats of credit fraud and identity theft are unfortunately very real and persistent. Your personal and financial information is valuable, and criminals are constantly devising new ways to try and obtain it for malicious purposes. If an identity thief gains access to your details, they could potentially open fraudulent accounts in your name. This can severely damage your hard-earned credit and cause significant financial distress. Therefore, taking proactive steps to secure your financial identity is not just advisable. It's an essential part of maintaining your overall credit health. Your defense against these threats starts with awareness and preventative action. You must actively fortify your financial defenses. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal for protecting your credit is a credit freeze, also known as a security freeze. When you place a freeze on your credit reports with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, it restricts access to your credit file for most new creditors. This means that if an identity thief tries to open a new account in your name, the lender likely won't be able to pull your credit report. This effectively prevents the fraudulent account from being opened. You can temporarily lift the freeze if you need to apply for credit yourself. Placing and lifting a freeze is generally free for everyone. Consider using a freeze if you are not actively seeking new credit in the near future. Another valuable, though less restrictive, protective measure is a fraud alert. There are 3 types: an initial fraud alert, an extended fraud alert, and an active duty alert specifically for service members. An initial alert lasts for 1 year. It requires potential creditors to take extra steps to verify your identity before opening new credit in your name. An extended alert for confirmed identity theft victims lasts 7 years. Active duty alerts also last for 1 year and require creditors to take reasonable steps to verify identity. Placing a fraud alert with one credit bureau means they will notify the other 2. While not as robust as a freeze, alerts add an important additional layer of security. Beyond freezes and alerts, practicing good general data security habits is crucial for your financial safety. Use strong, unique passwords for all your online financial accounts and change them regularly. Be cautious about sharing personal information online or over the phone unless you are certain of the recipient's legitimacy. Shred any physical documents containing sensitive financial information before discarding them. Always ensure you are using secure internet connections, especially when accessing financial sites. These fundamental security practices, combined with vigilant credit monitoring, create a robust defense system. Maintaining your credit is also about protecting the information that underpins it, ensuring your financial integrity remains intact. This comprehensive approach will serve you well. We have journeyed together through the essential elements of credit, from its fundamental definition to the practical steps required for repair and robust maintenance. This comprehensive briefing was designed with a singular purpose: to empower you, our nation's veterans, with the knowledge and strategic tools necessary to take full command of your financial well-being. Understanding and meticulously managing your credit is not merely a financial chore. It is a critical mission, one that underpins your stability and future opportunities in civilian life. We have explored the proven plan, fix, build, and maintain framework, a reliable roadmap that provides structure and clarity to what can often seem like a daunting undertaking. This journey was about equipping you, giving you the blueprint to construct a resilient financial future for yourself and your family, ensuring your hard-earned service translates into lasting security. The initial phase plan emphasized the absolute necessity of thorough reconnaissance before engaging in any corrective action. This involves obtaining your credit reports from all three major bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and subjecting them to meticulous, detailed analysis. You learned how to decipher this intelligence, identifying both your strengths and the specific areas requiring immediate attention. Setting clear, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for your credit score is not just an exercise, it is the act of defining your strategic objectives. This foundational preparation, much like mission planning in your military career, is non-negotiable. It ensures that your subsequent actions are targeted, effective, and aligned with your long-term aspirations, particularly significant milestones, such as achieving homeownership through your VA loan benefit. Following a solid plan, we delved into the active measures of the fix and build phases, where tangible progress is forged. You discovered the procedures for disputing inaccuracies and errors on your credit reports, a critical step in ensuring fairness and accuracy in how your financial reputation is portrayed. We addressed the paramount importance of managing your credit utilization, keeping balances low relative to your limits to demonstrate responsible credit management. The unwavering discipline of making all payments on time, every time, was highlighted as the cornerstone of a strong payment history, the most heavily weighted factor in your credit score. Furthermore, we explored strategies for negotiating with creditors and the constructive process of building a positive credit file, perhaps through tools like secured credit cards or credit builder loans, establishing a track record of financial responsibility. Finally, we addressed the crucial maintain phase, reinforcing the understanding that achieving good credit is not a final destination, but an ongoing commitment. This stage is about establishing enduring vigilance and sound habits to protect your hard-earned financial standing for the long haul. Regular monitoring of your credit reports and scores acts as your early warning system, allowing you to detect and swiftly address any new errors or signs of potential identity theft. We discussed the importance of prudent management when considering new credit applications, avoiding unnecessary inquiries that can erode your score. Proactive measures such as credit freezes and fraud alerts serve as vital defenses in securing your financial identity against ever-present threats. This continuous operational readiness ensures your financial foundation remains strong and reliable. While the mechanics of credit scores and repair strategies are undeniably important, it is crucial to look beyond these numbers and understand the profound, real-world value that strong credit brings to your life as a veteran. A healthy credit profile is far more than just a three-digit score. It is a powerful enabler, a key that unlocks doors to significant life opportunities and enhances your overall quality of life. The effort you invest in building and maintaining good credit translates directly into tangible benefits, providing you and your family with greater financial flexibility, security, and peace of mind. These advantages extend far beyond simple financial transactions, deeply impacting your ability to achieve long-term stability and pursue the future aspirations you hold dear after your dedicated service to our country. True financial readiness is about creating options and control over your destiny. For many veterans, the dream of homeownership stands as a primary post-service goal, and your VA home loan entitlement is a remarkable benefit earned through your sacrifice. Good credit is the catalyst that makes this dream an accessible and affordable reality. Lenders look closely at your creditworthiness when determining your eligibility and, critically, the interest rate they will offer. A higher credit score can translate into significantly lower interest rates, which means more manageable monthly mortgage payments and tens of thousands of dollars saved over the entire term of the loan. This financial advantage not only makes purchasing a home more feasible, but also contributes to building equity and generational wealth, providing a stable and secure environment for your loved ones, a true cornerstone of a fulfilling civilian life. The positive impact of good credit extends well beyond the realm of homeownership, influencing many other aspects of your financial world. Consider the purchase of a vehicle. A strong credit score will qualify you for better interest rates on auto loans, substantially reducing the overall cost of essential transportation. Insurance providers, for both auto and home insurance, often use credit-based insurance scores to help determine your premiums, meaning good credit can lead to lower insurance costs. Furthermore, should you need a personal loan for unforeseen emergencies, educational pursuits, or even to fund an entrepreneurial venture as you transition into a new career, good credit will open doors to more favorable loan products and terms. This increased financial flexibility reduces stress and empowers you to make choices that align with your goals and values. Ultimately, the most significant benefit of achieving and maintaining good credit is the profound peace of mind it fosters. Financial stability is inextricably linked to mental and emotional well-being, particularly during the often challenging transition from military service to civilian life. Knowing that you have a strong financial foundation, that you are in control of your debts, and that you have access to affordable credit when needed, alleviates a tremendous burden of worry. This allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters: your family, your career development, your health, and your personal growth. The diligent effort invested in your credit management yields this invaluable return, a sense of security and confidence that empowers you to live a more fulfilling and less stressful life, which you so richly deserve. The comprehensive knowledge and actionable strategies detailed throughout this guide are designed to serve as your arsenal in the mission for financial empowerment. As a veteran, you already possess an extraordinary set of core strengths: discipline, unwavering resilience, meticulous attention to detail, and the proven ability to think strategically under pressure. These are the very same attributes required to successfully navigate the complexities of personal finance and master your credit. This journey is not about relying on chance or quick fixes. It is about the consistent application of proven principles and the disciplined execution of your well-thought-out plan. You have been equipped with the necessary intelligence and tools. The power to transform your financial future now rests squarely in your capable hands. Embrace this control with confidence. This understanding brings us to a crucial point: a strong call to action. The true value of this guide lies not merely in reading its contents, but in diligently and consistently implementing the strategies discussed. The path to excellent credit and lasting financial health is paved with daily decisions and sustained, focused effort. I urge you to begin today, to take that definitive first step, no matter how small it may seem. Whether it's finally requesting your free annual credit reports, meticulously crafting your first budget, initiating a dispute for an identified error, or setting up automatic payments, every positive action you take builds momentum. Remember, significant achievements are the cumulative result of many small, persistent steps taken in the right direction. Your financial future is not predetermined, it is actively built by you, starting right now. As you embark on or continue this important financial mission, please know that you are not alone. Resources and ongoing support are readily available for those who seek further guidance or encounter particularly complex challenges along the way. My commitment as Kris McCullough, a fellow Marine and your financial teammate, extends beyond the information shared here. You can find additional guides, loan calculators, and helpful tools on krismccullough.com, and I often recommend a specific DIY credit support platform that has proven effective and affordable for many. Leveraging all available support systems and trustworthy resources is not a sign of weakness, but rather a smart, strategic approach to ensuring your success. Your victory in achieving financial security is the ultimate objective. In closing, let me reiterate a fundamental truth. Achieving financial freedom and lasting security is not a distant dream, but an attainable reality for every single veteran who commits to the process. Your dedicated service to this nation has demonstrated your character and your capability. Now it is time to apply that same dedication to serving your own future by building unwavering financial strength. View good credit not just as a score, but as a vital component of a successful, fulfilling, and empowered post-service life. You have faced and overcome immense challenges before. You possess the integrity and the fortitude to conquer this one as well. Take command of your financial destiny. The mission is yours to win.